This is the river flowing from my property. The creek, flowing to the creek. And the air, the gusts of air that are coming up from here are warm air and clean water. Flowing to the stable swamp creek, which then flows into the Brisbane River. You can see they say dump no waste flows to creek. So I'm cleaning the creek and the stormwater drains, unblocking them. That's my property over there with the big trees. And this is where they was packing birds into plywood boxes when I first came here. This property over here had cages, bird cages, hidden. And there's another spy set up. And on the other side of the road, that's the military. And there's an old spy who lives over there. Her husband died. And there's more spies set up here. This is Melco. I don't know what they have in that shipping container. That bird over there is a magpie lark known as a peewee. It's coming to my garden. And this is coming up to my property. This is Miller's hedge, which is now twice as tall as it used to be. This is the Buckinghamia. The Buckinghamia seeds, which you can find in the drain here. So for $4.20 each on the internet. That's a Buckinghamia seed. $4.20 each on the internet. And the drain is full of them. So welcome to Cosmopolitan Green Ecology. This is where my river is flowing from. My rivers, I have several rivers. And I have no longer need to mow the lawn because I don't have the lawn that was here 11 years ago when I first moved in here. This is called the nature strip. So most places don't have nature on them, they have lawn. Brisbane City Council planted this tree. A landscaping company. Buckinghamia. It was planted at the same time as my neighbor's tree. You can see how small his one is compared to mine. ivory curl. These are plantains, which have many medicinal uses. This is clover, which adds nitrogen to the soil. This is gotu used in Sri Lankan salads. There's a range of plants. These are dandelions. Dandelions are also good for the health. More gotu. These plants are very good for the teeth. Chew on the stem. And this is a wattle that's self-seeded. This is a grevillea that I planted about 8 years ago, but they chopped it down in 2015. This is all growth from 2015. Grevillea. This is the Mexican pepper bush that I showed you in the previous clip. You can see the berries have become green and the calyx has become red. They look like red flowers, but the flowers are actually yellow flowers. This is where the water's flowing from. Quiet, gentle, tranquil geoengineering. You can see the ground is moist, which is great for the tree. And these tree pods, these raw poinsettia seeds, sell on the internet for $5 each, and each of the pods has about 15 or 20 seeds. I read many years ago that they stopped the Sahara in its tracks by allowing people in Niger to own trees. Previously it was the property of the government. That's what people need. They don't need rental properties. They need land. They should be given land to look after. And plant. I use a lot less water than they use when they're mining and fracking. I use very little water in comparison to that, but I put the water to good use. This is a callistemon. Beautiful plant, beautiful tree or shrub. And those are, these are interesting birds. I'll show them to you. That's a kookaburra. It was being followed. Usually they get followed by the blue-faced honey-eaters. Let's see if that's what was following it earlier. I'm not sure. That's a parrot. That's the lorikeet, the rainbow lorikeet. This is my secret forest. Dr. Roberts' Bird Sanctuary. That's a miner, an Indian miner on the Chinese bell tree. You can't quite see it. It's high. That's an Indian miner, M-Y-N-A-H, as opposed to a noisy miner, M-I-N-E-R. Miners are songbirds that came with the ships, common in Southeast Asia and India, in Sri Lanka. That song was a cracticus, a butcher bird. You can hear it answering. That's a dove. Very tranquil, isn't it? So this is Cosmopolitan Green Ecology. And this music, this groove for the Silk Road, all this technology is possible because of China. China made things affordable for all of us. Thanks for watching Golden Ant Enterprises.